How do you win the lane as Agi, Morph versus Razor? Seems a little difficult.
I just feel like this is one of those games where Morph will be like 0-0-3 at the end of the game. Or like not at the end, but not at the end of the game, but like 15 minutes again, and the game looks like it's over, is what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Like the game feels hopeless where you're just kind of getting ran at. You're not dying.
He's the fulcrum of this team. Like, he is the player, in my opinion, that you're going to win or lose on, whether he's going ham or getting shut down. And the thing about this Gaimin matchup, as I think Whisper is going to give away first blood here on the rune.
He is indeed.
The thing about this Gaimin matchup is one of Gaimin's strengths is their laning capability, and particularly Quinn on that mid lane.
Cannot handle some of this muck that is going to be running around from Gaimin Gladiators, then better to shut him down in the laning phase. But it's not looking good for OG's safe lane, as Tomato is going to get run down by the duo of Ace and Tofu.
Still, it is Gaimin. All three of their cores at the top of the chart here, all doing really well on the CS ladder.
Going for Ari.
More aggression.
Whisper trying to keep him back with the rebuke. Celery's just going to keep it going, though. And they even have some extra heals. Nice spear back, though, from Whisper. Not that it'll kill Dyrachyo, but does do some... Right, you picked up a Train Protector, one of the ultimate, like, lane-winning supports. But you're up against a Broodmother. Incapacitating bites. Kind of debilitates that hero and what it wants to do. Ari's going to get run down a second time here. There's no escape from all of this. The added damage turned back around onto BZM, though Seb's not going to join in on this little play. And the way form forward, BZM might be able to get the kill onto Quinn. He has just that extra bit of regen to stay alive. His wand is coming back up into play. Tofu's here with a cookie turnover. Wait, they're going for the kill. They got him. What a turn. BZM did not see that coming in his fate. Celery still chasing after Seb. He's got some heals, so even as they try and 1v2 him, unless they got him into tower, it'd be difficult to get this kill, especially with the facet. Look how many wisps he's got around him at this point.
It's ridiculous heal this early in the game.
Yeah, they'll get it eventually, but man, it took some serious rundown. It took Ari coming back into play. 3 heroes all chasing down this Enchantress, and let's not forget, that was a lot of action that was going around, supports moving around the map, and that just left Ace alone in a lane. And Tomato can't take that.
He's already level 6 against this level 5 TA. He is going to ores this game, so the objectives are going to speed up for Gaimin. How much time is Tomato going to have to farm before he's forced to fight in this game?
Oh, Ace is going for the tier 2 dive. And the support rotation, I don't think it's going to do much here. Yeah, you have to cancel that one.
Just feasting.
Once again, the Western European carries like to make that early movement through the gate. We see it here again with Dyrachyo. Not that he was needed for that kill, but he just opts to forfeit his lane and go for the push onto the enemy safe lane tower instead, using the strength of the offlaner right now, which is Ace, Broodmother, that is fully swarming the OG jungle. The lanes, it went bad for OG, and now it's about to become a nightmare.
At least that's where the better fights come for him. He's not going to have any left by the time you have Overgrowth.
Tomato spotted by that same ward that they placed down when they killed him earlier. He's going to die a second time here. The Mars is going to TP in too late for the kill, potentially, as, wait a minute, they need some detection. The kisses, can it land? A long shot is off the mark, and it looks like Tomato is going to be, never mind, not a way to safety. Quinn comes in through the north, and they just surround OG. You only brought one hero to bail out Tomato. That's not good enough. Zeb shows up too late. It's a 4 versus 3 that they get a 4 versus 1, one after the other.
Turned it into a rout here. What is the play on the other side of the map? Dyrachyo almost 1v2ing them. This man is in no danger of dying right now.
A hero that we're going to be seeing a lot more. You know, we were talking about how Celery, wait a minute, bushwhack, and they'll get a second kill of the game perhaps. Had to bring 4 heroes to it, and it's going to take a while. God, it's going to take a while.
This is...
Oh my God, are they not going to get it? They're not going to get it. 4 versus 1, they can't get that kill, and now they're going to get demolished in the river.
Is that the game?
Yeah, do you just want to call it here, OG?
Just go next and save yourself the mental misery at this point.
Nobody will blame you. Up that Pavis, so he didn't even have it for the kill attempt there. Next time, that kill is going to be even harder to get. Whispers run down underneath the tier 2, throws out an arena, does nothing. There is nobody from OG who can really take advantage of this arena.
I think it's Morphling has negative GPM at this point.
And Tomato's going to be joining him and losing some gold. In this minute, Refraction just trying to do more damage to Tofu, but By the time he gets the hit in, every bit of damage was drained away from him.
This is exactly the type of game that Gaimin wants to play too. This is a cheese hero. They
God, if
really
he
well.
plasma fields just to like try to farm up those neutrals, he'd find a free kill on Seb.
And the brood backstabs have been nasty this game. There's very little control.
Oh, you need this Wisdom Rune. You're not going to get it, though. You're not going to get the Wisdom Rune. You're going to lose Whisper. Trying to defend it in from behind. The full Gaimin Gladiators squad. Even some artillery to support their dives onto the tier 2. They pick up 3 rather easily. GG is called at 1450.
Yeah, that was probably late. Let's be realistic. This game was over at that 11-minute mark.
The fastest and most dominant game of Riyadh Masters so far, without a doubt. Gaimin Gladiators just getting better and better as it goes.
Like you said, that they don't want to play around, that's going to play its own game. Yeah. But I am concerned, just like you said, the CM in lane, the level 1 through 5, like, you have a Nyx 4. It's not like it in the past where the Nyx was against like Enchantress Chen, where his main job was to...
one of which is going to be, they're running the core Venomancer with the support Monkey King once again. Oh! Well, looks like Brian was right. We are going to have some early action. So Tofu sped across the map pretty damn quickly, and he actually managed to get past most of OG.
I mean, what do you really do if you're Seb? You can't stop it. You don't have good enough early spells. The Weaver is going to have to take creeps onto the tower. You do not want to feed extra kills away.
And he is battling this out with a flame break, and it looks like with the bug coming over, they gave Tomato level 2, and that was enough. Good read by OG the situation. Solo experience, you cut the wave, and then you're able to farm some extra neutrals, and the Monkey King, while you're farming those extra neutrals, can also go for the courier pickoff, and then still be able to get back in time. Seb does get hit by the Gale, while Ari's going to get run down at the bottom lane. Lane shenanigans getting weird on both sides of the equation, but it looks like in this instance, Gaimin Gladiators will walk away the winners of both. When it comes to the kills, though, the bug and the go here from Tomato. In this 1v2, can Tofu kick Tomato away from Ace enough that everything will be fine? He still has another Shikuchi coming up, and Ari's coming in from the save side, and Impale long enough to be able to land, and Ace will die again.
Tomato, very happy with how this is going. This is carry acceleration right now.
No, that is something DOTA2 would like to be doing more of. 11-5, as much as they're pressuring Whisper, they're also not getting that much CS for DOTA2 in the first place. And now it may even die with a rotation coming in from behind Seb. Now it's OG who are bringing the tri-lane to every single situation. Tofu's going to hop down, might be able to turn around and kill Seb. Instead, the axes come out and finish off him, but a beautiful boundless strike. How did he manage to hit 3 heroes with that? Sure.
Except for your score in the groups.
It was something that OG have been getting nice stun. Still going to be able to get off the unstable concoction, and I like how DOTA2 doesn't even stick around, man.
He's got creeps to farm.
Yep.
And it's got business with Greevil's Greed. Just getting out-leveled.
It's going to be not the easiest puck game. A lost lane into Nyx Assassin, and then you also have Beastmaster and Batrider, two like single target, relatively fast disables. Not going to be the most fun for a puck, especially if you're under-leveled. Good rotation, though, from the double supports. What about Ace, though?
He's still going to be able to find some decent farm here. Your biggest concern is what kind of start this Weaver has, more than what the Veno's doing right now. As Gaimin are going to poke. Are they going to commit for this? Don't see either TP.
TP rotations coming out in Gaimin Gladiators. Overextend and will get heavily punished for it. Tofu and DOTA2 both dying, and they do not get their kill they were aiming for in Whisper.
A big turnaround from OG. Not only from this game 1 going into this one.
We saw how he was just able to hit his level 6 and just immediately pop the ultimate on the opposing carry. Weaver's not the kind of hero to be bullied like that. First coil going to be used, and BZM, who's having such a great game, is hunted down. A 3-man gank team from Gaimin Gladiators proves to be stronger than OG's trio, as they're going to be able to get the 2-for-1 exchange.
Huge turnaround between these two mid laners there. Gaimin bringing the support numbers again. Really making this Monkey King shine. Almost level 5 already. Might leech some extra experience off these Ancients.
Oh yeah, this will be nice. Oh, roared up immediately. Well, he's going to try and kill the ward. He does manage to do that much before he goes.
something worth your trouble, but Whisper happy to collect that one. Some more recovery farm for him.
Yeah.
Gets to protect the XP off this ancient stack as well. And you are kind of racing against the Alk farm here with this Beastmaster. Try and get as fast an Ags as you can so you can, you know, do the super early Roshan we've seen, put the Alk in a position where he has to fight earlier than he wants to. Said will give up his life, trying to scout and contest the camps.
9-8, and the laning phase has broken down quite a bit with the supports just running all over the map, and the outcome is an even net worth. Slight lead for Gaimin Gladiators, but we'll call that the Alchemist advantage.
Hey, 10K better than last game, so got that going for
Certainly. Another death on BZM, though, and things are getting a lot worse for him. Slowed down by the blood grenade, Ari will still be able to walk away. Tomato has cut in. He's come to join all of these fights in the river, and the supports are free food for him. He's going to run down Celery. It looks like go for Tofu next. Meanwhile, Quinn's trying to make his way out of here. Tofu gets off the boundless strike, hoping to hop it way into the trees before Tomato catches him. Can't outrun the bug, and Quinn can't get away from Ari either. We're going to make sure in this game, too, every single time Gaimin Gladiators try and, you know, move one of their cores to get some kills, we're going to be doing the same. We see that now as Dyrachyo going to be dove in this bottom lane, chaining the stun. Unstable Concoction barely goes off, but he throws it at an Nyx Assassin. Spike Carapace blocks back the damage. Whisper getting popped on the ultimate there. He immediately TP's out, so he's away to safety. Dyrachyo is going to be left by the other two cores of BZM and Tomato, hunted down rather easily. Celery does manage to get the one-on-one against Seb with his freezing field. So 1 for 2, both supports on OG dying, but the Alchemist falls yet again. It didn't take over the lane, didn't take the tower, didn't really get that much extra farm of like both farming the lane and the neutrals. It is still an aura hero though at the end of the day, and they've got that Guardian Greaves, and they're trying to pressure the mid tower off of that one. 14-minute Wisdom Rune is still a ways away. Tomato's already kind of spoiled his position. Quinn, he's going to show up to try and push Tomato away from this one, or maybe even get the kill. Got him inside the coil, and chain that stun a little bit more with the silence. They got it. Oh, Tomato way too aggressive there. Gives away.
Radiant's middle tower.
But right now, I mean, you're looking at a Nyx who is going to continue to farm creeps up on the map. You have 3 cores from OG who are all going to power up a lot here.
Nice setup. Nyx Assassin spotting Ace rotating in, and they almost burst him down. The Clipper Cape is keeping him alive, and he's got off his ultimate now. That's trouble for the Beastmaster, and the coiled up Tomato also has to use his time lapse, but he doesn't even heal that much off of it. So the second part of the fight is going to be a little weird as Tofu and Dyrachyo come in with their stuns, and they have an Orchid to be able to place onto BZM. BZM, is he going to take out, or can he heal up through it? Looks like he barely heals just enough. Honestly, it's too good this game.
Yeah.
There's way too much. Every single hero on Gaimin Gladiators has some sort of AoE damage. They're going to get caught on like the puck does here.
Ooh,
Spike Carapace sets up the roar. Not even sure if the roar was needed, but it adds that extra bit of comfort to ensure they get a big kill.
So I wouldn't be surprised if these get dewarded, but if you get 1 or 2 big kills off them, it can just be worth it anyway.
Sure.
And BKB done for the Alk, so Dyrachyo shouldn't die here, but he's going to have to maybe commit that BKB.
Weaver working it up. Oh, underneath the tier 2. Can they kill him? He's dead. Tomato's aggression goes against him, and Dyrachyo has baited in this fight with a BKB that he now activates. Though again, not even sure if it was needed, but it'll make him feel good about chasing down these other heroes, knowing that there's going to be no response. And they'll get the extra kill. As a result, it's going to be the Bat Rider of Seb.
Give him the last hit. Nice turnaround from Gaimin, but it did feel like an overextension there from OG. Maybe just not predicting or expecting this Orchid out of the Monkey King.
Ooh, got him on the tail end of that one. Pulls him back in with the Waning Rift, and the Orchid goes to work once again. Tofu is set this 4-position Monkey King. Aims to turn into another core. Wait a minute, the roar onto the puck is going to result in Quinn going down. The Hawk locks him down in the end, and with the drums a-bumping, Tofu will fall to the sound of music.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
On the other side, Tomato immediately gets aggressive for Dyrachyo, and they've got an Orchid of their own to make work, and no BKB. He used that in the bottom lane. No defensive measure here.
More than I expected. But I worry about Alchemist in, you know, the modern age of Dota 2 scaling into these late game situations. He just doesn't feel like the same carry he used to be. He's more of a timing-based push hero. Okay. Goodbye.
I love it. I love that commitment, man. Seb loves it too. He's like, you know what, man? Yeah, get that kill. You know you're dying for it.
You have the Pipe Greaves on the Ace Venomancer, so if there's a time to try and take 5v5s as Gaimin.
Oh, breaking a smoke. Immediately throws out the Orchid onto the Pango, but he blinks away.
Orchid on Orchid.
Not finding a real initiation. Ace throws out his ultimate, and they've got off the Wukong's command in this area, but the drums may prove to be too much for him as Duracio's trying to go for Tomato, not really doing much there. The Desolator is beginning to hurt. It's building up onto Duracio. He pops his BKB, turns back off the Frostbite, tries to chase away Tomato. He's back into the tier 2. BZM back into play. Wait, they got the stun. Maybe they can kill the Weaver. They get him underneath the tier 2. They're dove in deep. Duracio with his Chemical Rage still going on for a few more seconds. Now looks for an escape. Well, Ace has found it. He TP's away, but the Nyx Assassin is sitting on top of Duracio, and there's nowhere for him to go.
Holds that Carapace the entire time, guaranteed here on the Alk. Dispels are name of the game here for OG. Save the Weaver, help him out. More scouting done by both of these fours as Tofu narrowly escapes.
Hop, hop, hop. Doesn't make it far enough. He gets a force stab through the trees to cut him down. Duracio does come in. Wait a minute, the Weaver's dead. Oh boy, this has turned bad for OG as BZM's gonna have to roll on out of here and TP home. Tomato has been super active, and it has been a huge boon for OG. Bugs out. Roshan roars again. Roshan's dying, and Gaimin Gladiators will not contest.
Give it to Whisper again, too. Not this Weaver. Does leave Tomato a bit susceptible, but Whisper has been a beast.
Ari trying to get the catch. Tofu.
Nice Lotus.
BZM does manage to roll up and get off his ultimate. The coil's gonna snap on the Nyx Assassin, finishing him off. The lasso will not be able to save him, but they will be able to get some big chain stuns onto Duracio. But he had that AC, and he's tankier than perhaps OG were anticipating. Still, though, Weaver's going in for the kill, and he's dropping low. He gets off one last stun, but he does eventually go down. Now the Weaver at half HP with a She's ready to go, with a time lapse even better. Tofu, he's dropping, and he's got a bit of lifesteal battling out with BZM. BZM getting low, and it looks like Quinn won't be able to get that much. The bugs go through on Ace. Ace. He can't really get out of here. He's going to go for a hopeful TP. It's never going to work out for him. Quinn, much better chance at surviving. Thinks about the gate, thinks about his orb. John to the orb. Blink Dagger up in a few more seconds, and believe he'll be perfectly fine.
Big Lotus Orb from Seb there. Bails the Pangolier out from the initial Orchid go. There's no Dispel in this Pango either, so Whisper is an absolute monsters game. 10, 1, and 12, showing us why this hero has been first phase picked and banned so often. Shiva is done. There is no answer for this Beastmaster right now.
Gwen gets the coil on the two of them. Caught Ari as well. Ari hits him with the Spike Carapace stun. Got the drag back onto Celery, while Tofu, he can't deal with the damage that's coming out from Tomato right now. Tomato hurts real bad for these supports who just do not have the armor to deal with it. And now hit by another Spike Carapace, he's gone. I guess he was anticipating that Duracio was maybe going to come in there or something, but hey, somebody else needs to be a threat on Gaimin Gladiators, and it's the downside. You're operating with the 3-position Venomancer. That's not going to scale up very well for you. Roll up and Rolling Thunder. Chaining that stun and hitting Duracio as he tried to blink in. Still got the kill on the Nyx Assassin. And he has BKB if he wants to use it to run away here, but it gets a Primal Roar, and Tomato starts going to work with his damage. There's the Primal Roar, and there's the lasso. Still, though, Duracio has a chance of being able to get back to his base. A Hurricane Pike, throw the damage out there. Got off the Unstable Concoction. Won't stun himself, and actually will lead Quinn to be able to find the kill on Seb if he can hop for it. Throws out the orb, tries to jaunt away, and he stuns. No, nothing. He has not activated his tier 2 token, so. Back into the game, though. Duracio gets the opening on BZM. Can they chain it? Primal Roar interrupts a lot of that one. Nice boundless strike, hitting the Weaver on the backside as well. Whisper's going to try and chase down Tofu, though. With the extra Overstill Totem, he'll stick on top of him pretty easily. A jump away to his orb, but Ari's on the other side. Quinn's going to be met with some immediate aggression as a Rolling Thunder plus the Impale. All are going to miss. He manages to get a blink away. A jump back to the orb, perhaps. Join the rest of his team as Ace and Duracio are stuck in the thick of it. Duracio's going to come back in. They're all pretty well lined up here. This is going to be an orb that does some good AoE damage with the buyback coming in as well from Tofu. A Silence, a Yules. Do they have any AoE stuns to hit Tomato with? He pops BKB, hits the time lapse, makes a run, a 180 to the other side. They still have the vision of him. He goes for a TP away. Isn't too late though. Too much damage. They overwhelm the Weaver, get the kill, and look for the final member of OG still alive. It's Ari, whose spike carapace will not save you this time, my friend. 3 heroes hunting him down. That will be a team wipe.
You were talking about threats from Gaimin to come out, not put it all on this Alchemist. That damage in that fight got split across almost all 5 heroes there on a buyback from Tofu. Gotta remember there's a gem on this puck trying to scout for the Knicks on the front line.
Actually gonna try and catch somebody here. The Weaver is not in range for a little bit. Still hit by the Rolling Thunder. Whisper gets off his BKB. Immediate roar for the Venomancer. Go to the back line. The 2 supports are in trouble right now, but the Weaver died instantly. So there goes that first life, and the Beastmaster is at half HP, but it got off another roar, and he's going to start healing up off of that one. Celery, a decent ultimate, did what he could, but they have fallen, and whoa, that damage racked up. Real hurl. That was a lot in a very small window.
You're not really getting anything big here if you're Gaimin.
Yeah, it's like, oh, watch out, guys. The Alchemist is going to have an Aghanim Scepter soon. Well, he won't have an Aghanim Scepter if he dies here. Turns around, tries to go for the kill. There's the axe from the Weaver, though. And saving that Bat Rider has led to a lasso on Duraccio, and he'll die to the crits. Now Ace and Celery stuck in this corner of the map. They're not going anywhere. They drop their ultimates where they can. It really doesn't do that much.
ECM finds himself trapped off the map.
And Quinn has to use the Yules to be able to survive. Dies from the Impale.
Yeah, I don't even need the gem. Just go high ground. That was the plan all along. Save me, brother.
Guess so. And OG, persistent and pernicious as always, look like they're going to get yet another 1-1. They've gotten so many in so many group stages, including this one at Riyadh Masters, and after getting stomped in 14 minutes, they will bounce back in this series and claim game 2.